Good morning. My name is Madeline Crow, and I'm going to tell you about Skills USA, a nonprofit organization that helps many young students become leaders in this workforce. Now, you're probably wondering who I am and why I'm telling you about this. Well, let me give you a little bit of a background of myself and who I am. Back in high school, I was involved in the technical school. At North Monco Technical Career Center, I wanted to be more involved, and I was destined to find Skills USA. I had no idea what the organization was about or what it was, but luckily my advisor was my technical teacher, and at last I was granted a position as an officer of skills. At first I was a treasurer who was in charge of dealing with the money and fundraising. This then turned into the position of a vice president, where I held the responsibility for my school in District 2. I made new friends, learned new skills, and oh yeah, I went to nationals in Kentucky for leadership. So cool, right? Well, what if I told you you could be involved too? You could travel for competitions or just help with your local schools. Just by devoting a little time by volunteering, advertising, or even donating, you would help shape these students to be the leaders of our future. Skills USA is a nonprofit organization that targets young adults in the goal of making them our leaders of our future. I'd like to begin by explaining a little bit about Skills USA. So you see, Skills USA targets young adults in technical schools in hopes of making them succeed, teaching leadership and teamwork skills. This will help these young students start the process of success early, and it will help them to prepare for their future. Wouldn't you want our young students who will run the future to be knowledgeable? Many people in our world today have been involved in Skills USA, including Mike Rowe, the guy who has his own TV show, Brad Keselowski, a NASCAR driver, or even Ronald Reagan, our 40th President of the United States. According to Skills USA website, this organization trains young adults in over 130 of job categories, which makes up 25% of all full-time jobs. Some of the way we are taught leadership skills is through conferences, many team building activities, competitions, and community service. The members of Skills are in charge of raising money for the year and participating in community service to help build a sense of leadership. This also ensures that the students are helping change their community in a positive way. Working with these kids, you can understand why we need so much help, as there are over 13.5 million members, which will be the ones that lead the way to the future. Next, I will be speaking about why you and why we need your help. Skills USA holds many conferences to ensure proper training with these students. As I talked about these events earlier, this will help the students shine by showing their skills. With millions of members, you can imagine how many conferences there are. There's fall leadership training, which is held in the mountains. Then there are district competitions for states, which are held in Hershey, and then nationals held in Louisville, Kentucky, and then worlds, which are actually usually held in Fiji. The officers of skills that represent our world, country, and state have their own meetings and conferences to prepare for the upcoming year. As you can see, there are many events, and we need plenty of hands on deck. These conferences are specifically to gather students to teach leadership skills, and students can compete to represent their country worldwide, as the competitions require members to show teamwork, leadership, and technical skills. Let's just take a moment to speak about what happens at these events like nationals. After bringing home the gold at states, students travel to Louisville to learn with other students. They learn you cannot be a leader without working as a team, because there's no I in team. According to skillsusa.gov, they are partnered with over 600 sponsors. This means they support future dreams by supporting tools and equipment needed in their trade field. How cool is that? Lastly, I will be talking about the needs of these technical students. Skills are keeping the need of blue-collar workers alive by making them 100% job ready by teaching them interview skills, along with technical trade skills. The goal is for the student to leave high school gaining empowerment and knowledge to help them succeed. Skills want all of the students to ace that interview and get a job with no problem. As the years go on, you can see that there's a shortage of blue-collar workers, although according to cityjournal.org, since 2009, the number of job openings in manufacturing has been rising, with average annual earnings of $73,000. That is just entry-level wages, and that is above many jobs that require degrees and higher education. Many of these students who will graduate technical schools actually have an easier time getting the job. Since there is a need for blue-collar workers, they have a higher employment rate according to Rankin.edu. Thanks to Skills USA, these young students will have a higher and quicker progression to success with all preparation Skills USA gives them. So what will you choose to do? You want to help one of the many students take one more step closer to success? By extending your help just by volunteering, advertising, or even donating, You could change someone's life into success, and who knows, the contestant you help may just be the next president. I would love for you to commit to help just like the students who are on their way to success. If you want to know more information, you can find it on skillsusa.org, and I will also be giving out handouts with more information. Thank you. Any questions?
What would I get from donating my time?
You would get the opportunity of helping a young adult and taking a huge step forward to success of being a leader.
Where are the competitions held at?
Well, they are actually held all over the world. Pennsylvania's are actually held around the area, and also Hershey and then Kentucky.